The Homance Chronicles.
The female equivalent of a bromance.
So many poor choices.
But so many good times.
But so many poor choices.
Yes, it is. This is the Homance Chronicles, and I'm Sarah.
And I'm Nicole.
It's weird not having to hang on to my microphone at my face. Like I feel like I'm not doing my job right now. My right hand feels like it's missing something, but since y'all can't see me, I have a new headset with a little what is this? A phone operator mic?
Yeah, you look like a call center.
Britney Spears mic. It's, one of those joints.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually, you can see it. It's not skin toned. I shouldn't put that.
No. And it's attached to like a big headphone.
Yeah, it's not
like
discreet.
a little ear. Yeah.
That was the word. It's not discreet.
So it's nothing like Britney Spears, but
Correct.
Okay.
You're right. It's more like the call center. It's fine. I was trying to church it up a little bit. So we're back.
It had to be really annoying though to have to hold on to your mic all the time.
It was like one of those muscle memory things. After you yelled at me enough, I just started doing it. It was a team effort, obviously. But yeah, we're back. My headphones work. It's fall officially. Got that going for us, even though it's 80 something degrees today.
Oh my gosh. So my mom came today with my grandma's desk that I said I would keep and use as a vanity. And let me tell you how it was super awkward and really heavy on one side. And we had to like lift this thing like stair by stair because it literally had to be like vertically in the air.
Oh.
And so with it just being like as warm as it is outside and me being perimenopausal, like I cannot regulate my temperature. Like once I get hot like that, once we got that desk done, I sat there for like hours working on thank you cards, sweating as I was sitting. Couldn't stop.
Yeah, I don't
I was
have.
I'm like, I never am one who's going to be like, when's the cold weather coming or complain about this beautiful extended summer that we're having. Like I refuse to complain, but at the same time, I'm like, I'm hot all the time.
I just would like it to be cooler out, please. I was really happy.
I know when we're in like February, I'm gonna be like, it's too cold.
I'm sick of it. Or you're gonna be like, this is the life. Man, I can't say that I have the perimenopause experience, but I do remember many times where we were outside and it was cold out. So I had been bundled up and I came inside, took everything off. My temperature hadn't regulated. And so I was sitting there for frickin' hour and a half, 2 hours, just still sweaty. Peak myasthenia gravis issues. Frickin' stupid.
Yeah.
So I can relate, but not entirely.
I stood up from the chair. My shorts, which are cotton, were stuck to me. I was like this. It's how you know it's out of season warm.
Yeah, it really is. Don't they call these Indian summers? Is that what they call these? Why do they call them Indian summers? And is it disrespectful anymore to use that phrase?
I don't know. I know none of the answers to these questions. I went on a journey while trying to figure out who I was going to have our Hoe of History be today. So I can tell you about my journey while you look that up. I was watching this new show on Netflix called Black Rabbit. It has Jude Law and Jason Bateman in it. And a lot of it takes place in a restaurant. The restaurant has a female chef. This is all fictional. So then I was like, I wonder if there's like well-known female restaurateur or something,
Oh,
I started
yeah.
going down that path because I watch a ton of Food Network. I watch
Yep.
Top Chef. I am aware of many female chefs. Um, However, the one that I'm going to talk about today, I was not as familiar with, although I've seen her, I've heard her name. I just don't know why she didn't like resonate, like
Hmm.
stick in my memory.
Like pop off.
Yeah, because there's many others where like their names. There and there's no reason why we shouldn't know her name. Because like you think like Rachel Ray, Giada, um,
I love Giada.
right? She actually was talking about an experience that she had with the redheaded chef who got in trouble for sexual assault.
Mario.
Mario. Yeah. She was talking about like she asked him to write a foreword for like one of her first books. This is like 20 years ago, and
Mm-hmm.
he submitted something like super sexist. And
Ew.
so like her team rewrote it and sent it back to him and he like approved the rewrite or something. But it was like something about how she was like pretty and had big boobs or whatever and or how she looked that she was where she
A
was or
fucking
something.
kidding me?
Yeah. Yeah, it was totally all about like how she looked. Anyway, that's a tangent. Um
Okay, so really quick, figured
yeah.
out Indian summer is uncertain, shocking, but likely relates to early settlers observing or learning from Native Americans about the late autumn warm spells, which was used to gather winter provisions, hunt, or prepare fields. In Europe, similar warm periods are called Old Wives' Summer or St. Martin's Summer. So the Indian summer might have more complex and potentially problematic colonization era association rather than a direct Native American origin. So that's just something to keep rabbit holing on one day. No answers.
Well, at least I feel good that I didn't have answers because there aren't any.
Right.
But anyway, so I'm not like finished with Black Rabbit, but Black Rabbit really takes you on a
Adventure.
roller coaster ride. And I do love when Jason Bateman plays like a bad guy or a fuck up.
Yeah, me too. He's pretty
Um,
funny regardless of what he plays. I love his
he is.
his delivery on things is where
Yes.
it's at.
Yes. He's pretty like he kind of is the same character all of the time,
Yeah, he's got to be. I think
but
that's
like
what
a
he has
slight
got.
modification.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, so I love Jason Bateman. Anyway,
We love JB.
I uh so I started looking into like female chefs and stuff, and I come across Dominique Crenn. Now, her name is spelled Dominique, but she's French. So I'm
Mm.
pretty sure that even though she's a woman, they pronounce it
Mm-hmm.
Dominique or Dominic. Dominic. Dominique? No. Dominic. Yeah. I think they pronounce it like IK at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Dominic Crenn.
You're the
And
French one. I got nothing.
yeah, I tried to listen to like a YouTube of her introducing herself, but she is French and would say her name appropriately with a French accent. So who knows? My whole point is I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, and I don't want you to be confused if I say Dominic because it's a boy.
So get your shit together.
But I feel like if I said Dominique, that would be worse,
Probably. Honestly,
even though that's
probably.
how we would pronounce it. Anyway, she was born on April 7th, 1965, near Saint Germain, like Saint Germain en Laye in France, which you also know how much I love Saint Germain.
Yes, I do.
So
One day we'll take you there.
I know. Um,
It's either
she
Russia
was
or Saint Germain. Where do you want to go for your 50th? Because I got to start saving now.
right, right. We bounce over to France and do that, but then go to Russia for a parasite cleansing before we come home. Um,
Just a quick little detox.
yeah, of course. Well, and you should do it every time you travel anyway.
Truly.
So she was adopted at 18 months old by a French couple from Versailles, and she spent summers in Brittany at the family farm. So I would say this adoption was quite the upgrade.
Yeah,
Um,
she wins.
yes, there was not a lot of other information about her like growing up necessarily. I found bits and pieces. Like I'm not sure why she was adopted or any of that stuff. Um, but so anyway, her adoptive mother was a cook and had a quote unquote adventurous palate.
No,
And so she would take her young daughter to experience Indian, Chinese, Japanese, Vietnamese, like all these different restaurants in Paris.
which is pretty awesome if you ask me.
It is. Yeah, you just break kids in early, you know?
Honestly, don't make it a big deal. Like, don't be like, ooh, you get to try something new. Be like, here, this is the dinner menu today. You eat this. That's what my parents would
Right.
do. We ate.
Right. Right. Make it fun, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Before they get too far down on a chicken nugget train, they can't turn
Right.
around.
Yeah.
Um,
Starving because you can't eat nuggies. Oh,
her father was a politician and would take his daughter along when he dined at Michelin star restaurants with his
God.
friend and food critic for Le Telegram. So,
Okay.
yeah, so she was cultured,
Clearly.
educated.
But like, so the fact that she was adopted and was taken around all of this, like, I don't know, affluence, if you
Mm-hmm.
will,
Mm-hmm.
and was able to then take her own like skills set and become what she was.
Mm-hmm.
That's like kind of cool considering.
Her story is very cool. Like I'll I'll talk a little bit more about her journey because it was very non-traditional
Hmm.
for well, I don't know if it was non-traditional, but she basically never did any kind of education around
Food.
food.
She did that growing up.
Yeah, exactly.
That's awesome.
So, she obviously grew up with an appreciation of high-profile restaurants and had like particular culinary tastes, but she didn't like the male-dominated French culinary scene.
Right.
So, even though, like I said, she's an incredible chef, she actually went a completely different route when it came time for college. So, her initial dream was to become a photographer. However, she got her bachelor's degree in economics and her master's degree in international business.
Jesus. So like that's like in my opinion, somebody who has that wealth of knowledge in the ecosystem of the industry that they're in is way more dangerous than somebody that's just really fucking talented at doing that one thing
Right. Yes.
in a good way.
Yes.
Love to hear it.
And she also was turned off by the bureaucracy in France.
Who isn't?
So she wanted to be free. She wanted to be a free spirit, and she felt it was too confining for her.
Me too, sis.
So her dad knew someone in San Francisco, so she decided to just kind of take a chance and move there. So she didn't have a job or a plan or a clear direction. She just said, "I'm outie." She
I
just
I aspire to have that kind of faith in the universe.
right. She just said that she had a feeling she needed something different.
And a family that would support the fuck out of me regardless of my
Right.
decisions with finances. Like I don't
Well, sure. I think
I've
we would
got
all
that.
make different decisions
Yeah.
and would take more chances if there was a safety net.
Risk taker? Naturally.
So, basically, when she got there, she said to herself, "I'm French, I should cook." And
She's not wrong.
had always loved the artistry and emotion involved with cooking. So in the late 1980s, the first restaurant she worked at was Stars, which was a prominent restaurant in San Francisco, run by celebrity chef Jeremiah Tower.
Oh
So let me
my.
also just say how she's not going to your bar around the corner.
No, I was gonna
She's not
say, like,
going to a Chili's. She's not going, she's like, I'm going to a
the top.
high-end restaurant because I know how to read a menu and I know what these ingredients are.
Yeah. I mean, she
without
grew up
having to
there.
go to culinary school.
Yeah, she grew up in that. That's her home. That's her foundation. That's what she knows. That's
Right.
crazy.
Right. Exactly.
It's like if you get
So,
taught to ride a bike at an early age, you can jump on any bike at any time and figure it out. Maybe it's so
yes.
easy, but
Yeah.
still.
So she was like, I'm not just, getting a job wherever. And she aimed high. So she ended up moving around to many different styles of restaurants before landing the role of head chef for the restaurant in Intercontinental Hotel in Jakarta, Indonesia. Now, if you're not familiar with intercontinental hotels, they are a bougie.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why a lot of people don't know what the fuck they are. Think, what's that blonde chick that scammed everybody? Anna,
oh,
someone,
Della
Anna,
Della
yeah,
Delvey.
Anna
Yeah.
Delvey. Think, think that level of bougie. Like,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So she was Indonesia's first ever female head chef, but was forced to flee the country during civil unrest in 1998.
Imagine.
So she basically had to start all over again, but she had never went to culinary school, so she just had to use her knowledge and experiences that she had as a kid combined with her real world experience that she used to become head chef, and then she, muddled all that around with some tenacity and came back to the US and became executive chef for Manhattan Country Club in Manhattan Beach, LA.
I mean, at that point, she's got exotic, right? She's
Yeah,
exotic.
yeah.
She's got so much experience outside of the United States that I imagine anybody in the United States would be like starry-eyed just to talk to her.
Maybe. I mean, yeah. Manhattan Country Club is also very well known.
Oh, sure, very bougie. It's
Mm-hmm.
over 100 years old.
So then she went to the Abode restaurant and lounge in Santa Monica. And then 10 years after she left Indonesia in 2008, the Intercontinental Hotel came back into the picture and offered her a new position at what I'm going to assume is pronounced Lucy because it's Luce.
Mm.
Or, yeah, Lucy, I'm guessing.
Luce.
Maybe.
I don't know, food.
Um,
They do things
yeah, so
like that.
but that was in back in San Francisco.
Mm.
So when she worked there, that's where she was awarded her first Michelin star in 2009. Then she was awarded another one-star ranking the following year. So I did a little diversion off of her story because there's not a lot to her story that's
Hmm.
available. So we're going to talk a little bit about what a Michelin star is.
Yeah, that's probably important because that's incredibly intense.
So, a Michelin star is awarded to restaurants offering outstanding cooking. And people think that they have to be super high-end restaurants, and they don't.
No,
Michelin stars have been awarded to like food trucks.
I'm pretty sure that there's at least one restaurant in Detroit that's got a Michelin star. And it's
Mm-hmm.
not bougie. It's less than the
It just has to be
steakhouses.
really good cooking.
And people that hand out the Michelin stars need to be made aware of you.
True. So it says, because this is from the Michelin Star Guide, it says we take into account 5 universal criteria: the quality of ingredients, the harmony of flavors, the mastery of techniques, the personality of the chef as expressed through their cuisine, and just as importantly, consistency both across the entire menu and over time. It says
Seems so
nothing
easy.
about the type of food, the type of restaurant, not.
No, I mean
So,
they do not judge books by their covers. Let's just say that. They look at the quality of the content for real.
yes. So, Michelin stars was a marketing plan by the French Michelin Tire Company. So, yes, it is connected to the Michelin Man. And
Which is crazy.
I know, I
I
know.
when I found that I was like, huh? The one thing I didn't. Like, there's no way it's the same shit. It's the same shit.
Yes. So I didn't realize how they did the marketing until I read this. So now I get it a little bit better. Like I knew that it was a ploy to get people to buy more tires by recommending places for people to drive to.
Mm-hmm.
So that meant they were driving more. So that meant they were going to wear out their tires. So like I got all of that, but I did not understand this part. So the company created the Michelin Guide in 1900 to encourage more driving and by extension more tire sales. The guide included information on car maintenance, maps, and eventually listings of restaurants with stars being introduced in the 1920s to rank them. So 1 star means worth a stop. 2 stars signifies worth a detour. And the
Okay.
ultimate 3 stars denotes exceptional cuisine worth a special journey.
Destination.
Yeah. So I didn't equivalate that like that the 1 star was worth a stop, like that it was like car related, you know?
Yeah, it's totally like
Um
it's on your way. It's a little detour. Bop, that's where you're trying to go.
So the final decision is a collective unanimous one made by Michelin directors and global teams on who gets a 1, 2, or 3 star. And so for the first 20 years, the guide was given out for free. And then Andre Michelin noticed a guide being used to prop up a workbench in a tire shop, leading him to the principle that, quote, man only truly respects what he pays for.
Not wrong.
So a new paid guide was launched in 1920. The star system was introduced in 1926 to rate the restaurants, involving that 3-star system that's still used today. So that 3-star system has been around for almost 100 years.
Yeah, 100%. And I mean, and it's cool because I feel as though that is the one thing that I've known of my entire life, for the most part, that hasn't changed. That's it. It is what it is. Like the
It's the one
rankings.
thing.
I mean, honestly, it's
Everything
the
else
thing
has
that's
changed.
stayed consistent. Michelin stars 1, 2. There's not a 4th star for some incredible
Yeah.
lifetime
They never
achievement.
did. They were never like, we need to be kitschy or fancy or elevate
No.
this thing or, yeah. However, it has grown in popularity. Obviously,
Oh
it's,
yeah.
well known across the world now, and people are striving for that.
Yeah.
Um,
But it's just
so
crazy that they didn't
yeah,
change in order to include. They
right,
created strive.
right, yeah,
Do better, be better, get a star.
right, right. Well, yeah, it's not up to us to determine it as a place where we need to make a journey. You need to make it worth our while, you know?
Right.
So back to Dominique. So in 2011, she opened her restaurant Atelier, Atelier Crenn, which Crenn is her last name, and that is in San Francisco. It's an homage to her father and an ode to poetic culinarians. The Michelin Guide awarded the restaurant a 2-star ranking, making Dominique the first ever female chef to receive 2 stars in the United States.
Gang, gang.
Atelier Crenn was again awarded 2 stars in 2014. And then in 2018, she became the first female chef in North America to receive 3 Michelin stars. So
That's
she's
so
killing the
cool.
game. So she is widely recognized for promoting sustainability and equality in the restaurant industry. In 2020, Atelier Crenn became the first restaurant in the United States to be certified plastic free and was subsequently granted a Michelin Green Star for sustainability. So I guess they did throw in a sustainability star.
They kind of had to with that one, but that's it.
She's a climate change activist. She owns a farm in Sonoma, and she is a strong believer in sustainable development and responsible gastronomy. She's also a champion of gender equality in a male dominated industry. Because remember, she grew up on a farm. So she was used to like fresh farmed goods,
He knows what
homegrown
quality tastes like,
ingredients. Yes.
right?
So, in
Which
an inter
Sorry, which I've completely spoiled Seth with farm fresh eggs. Now he'll only eat farm fresh eggs.
Yeah.
So I had to buy, retainers for the time we were out, and I made boiled eggs, and he took 3 to work, and he came home. He's like, those yolks are too white. I don't want
Yeah,
those.
I
You can
know.
tell they're store-bought. I'm like, wow, okay, shit.
Yeah, yeah, I know. You're always like, you can tell by the yolk. You're like, Um,
Boo.
so in an interview, she was asked, "What's the future of gastronomy?" And this is kind of a long quote, but bear with me.
Mm.
The restaurant industry is never going to be the same again, and in many ways, that's a good thing. People are learning to create dishes that comfort others. Creating beautiful works of art on the plate is wonderful, but right now, people need something that feeds their soul. We're also thinking of people's health. We've decided to create dishes that are healthy and full of beautiful produce that is going to help their immune system as well. I think this is the future. Thinking of people's health, thinking of sustainable vegetables, beans, grains. We have to create dishes to keep our bodies and planet in equilibrium. Thank fucking God.
Somebody's thinking of us.
Not just like the bottom line and the mainstream person that just wants to eat shit that's fried or whatever. Like, I wish there was more of restaurateurs and chefs thinking about it from a nutritional standpoint.
Me too. I mean, I think a lot of them are still, but they're burdened
I
with the,
They're burden, yes, I
business
know.
side of
It's hard,
things.
like how do they be successful when the majority of America is not
Yeah,
eating that way?
right.
Um so one of her best practices is eat local, seasonal, organic, and no pesticides. Stop eating avocados or tomatoes when it isn't in the season.
Yeah, like we don't have fruit in the winter for a reason. Why do you think those peaches are rubber?
Right. Right. I know. So
Eh.
then she opened Petite Crenn, inspired by the food of her childhood in Brittany, and that was in 2015. In 2016, she announced her plans to open Bar Crenn, a wine bar featuring small plates next door to Atelier Crenn. So in March 2018, Bar Crenn opened, earning 1 Michelin star in its first year, which means Crenn currently holds 4 Michelin stars.
Got tears in my eyes.
Yeah, and she might actually have more. It's just when that article was written, like she may have more since then, to be honest.
Yeah,
And
I'm sure she does.
2018, she was also awarded the James Beard Foundation Award of Best Chef West.
Oh,
So, I will tell you what winning a James Beard Award means.
yeah.
Because if you're not like me and watching all of these like Top Chef shows and stuff, you wouldn't know. So, basically it means that it's one of the most prestigious honors in American food that you can get, but it's not just food. It's like beverage, media. It's just recognizing exceptional talent and achievement. And it can be through your demonstrated commitment to like equality, sustainability, culture. Um, so it's often called the Oscars of the food world
Okay.
due to its prestige and can significantly elevate a chef's career, increasing their restaurant's profile and opening doors to new opportunities.
I just think of prestige worldwide. Oats and hosts.
Right.
I can't.
So James Beard Award is also not just looking at what's on the plate, but if they're evaluating you against other food or restaurants, they're looking at the entire picture as well. So, 2018 continues to be a big year for her. She's around 53 years old at the time. She opened Bar Crenn, like I mentioned. She collected the 4 Michelin stars, the James Beard Foundation Award. She also met Maria Bello, which
Wow.
I know Maria Bello is an actress, probably best known for her role playing like the manager in Coyote Ugly.
Yeah.
But she also just played the mom in The Waterfront on Netflix, which is a show we had talked about. Um, but she was also like on ER and NCIS and stuff like that. But I didn't realize that Maria was a lesbian. So apparently she came out publicly in 2013. Like she did an opinion editorial published in the New York Times.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I know. I was like, okay, was that necessary?
Yeah, I guess maybe back then it was.
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Anyway, so Maria and Dominic, they start as friends,
Oh,
get engaged in 2019. So
yeah.
they met 2018, get engaged 2019. Then they had a bohemian chic wedding ceremony in Mexico
I
in
bet it was
2024.
I bet it was gorge full of food that everybody wants to eat and at the best time ever.
I'm sure it was, but unfortunately, they didn't stay married for very long. They
Well,
stayed
frick.
together through that whole entire pandemic. And then, but their marriage lasted less than a year.
I feel like this is the story. Everybody wants the big party. Once the big party's over, it's like, what do we have to go for? I mean, what do you mean? You're done with the big party. Now you get to hang out. Like that's,
Yeah, I
don't you
don't
like each
know.
other?
I don't know. But also, Dominic survived an aggressive form of breast cancer in 2019. So she was also
Yeah.
sick probably for a
Yeah.
portion of their time together, and it was the pandemic. So
Lots of
lots of
contextual
outside,
things.
yeah, variables there. And I couldn't find much more about her breast cancer. So that's like all I know is
Hopefully
that it
it's done.
happened.
Right.
Yeah, as far as I know. So, um, I did find an interview from the talks where they ask her where she gets her strength from, and she credits her dad, which is refreshing for our stories.
It
That
really is. That's the
they
first time. Matter of fact, hang on a second. This is a milestone episode because we have a Hoe of History thanking her dad.
Well, and I wonder if it's because he adopted her, he really wanted her,
Right. Well, there's that, but he actually loved her enough to hang out with her and teach her stuff and took care of her.
and he was a politician taking her to Michelin star restaurants when she was young. I mean, she says, quote, he taught us to listen to others and to go into the world being you, even when it's difficult.
Ugh, I wish more humans like that would have kids.
Right?
I feel like those humans are like, I don't need kids right now. It's a lot of overhead. And then the rest of the population's like, fucking let's make babies. We'll get, you know,
Right.
something out of this.
And I don't know what their situation is, if she actually did have any brothers or sisters that would have been her parents' biological children or not. Like I really don't know if she had any like siblings at all or whatever, but if she was the only kid, like that means her parents really like, yeah, were seeking it out, and so they were going into it with the intentions of making a good human.
Yeah, I wish everybody had that foresight still.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
So, she's been named the best female chef in the world and a global icon by the world's 50 best restaurants and one of the 100 most influential people in the world by Time Magazine.
I feel
Uh,
like this is what happens when parents are good parents.
right. I know. Fuck, I know. Trust me. I was like he supported her. He set her up with somebody in San Francisco. He knew France wasn't the right place for her. Like all this
Yeah.
stuff. I'm like, oh, I mean, not only that, I mean, not that you can't have good parents, but you also have good parents with money.
Right. There is that. You're not ugly, you're
There's
just poor. It's fine.
right, right. I'm like, I had decent parents, but we didn't have any money.
Yeah, same. My parents were like, do whatever you want. The world's your oyster, but you got to pay for it. I'm like,
Right,
fuck.
right,
I don't
right.
know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So from the world's 50 best, there's an article that says how Dominique Crenn became a global icon. And it says, quote, admired and respected throughout the industry, she has achieved that sweet spot between talented cook and restaurateur and people's champion. Furthermore, she has never shied away from taking risks and has always pushed the boundaries to keep improving.
I love it. I love how that's the story through and through, and her ex hasn't said anything disrespectful about her in any way, shape, or form either, I'm sure.
No, no. In the talk interview that I mentioned earlier, she was asked the mark of true success, and she said, "Success for me is when you have a platform and you give the platform to others. That is success. We have such a short time on this earth, and when you give that opportunity to somebody younger and they pass it on to the next generation, that's real success."
Ugh, my heart.
I know. I'm like,
How are
this
you not bawling
woman.
your eyes out crying? Like, I would be, hang on a minute, choked
As
up.
I'm doing my research, yeah, just like, oh.
See, the thing is, I do in my research and it's fine. As soon as I start saying it out loud, that's I'm like,
Mm.
I'm just
No,
a
I mean
fucking
it's
mess.
incredible. It's incredible. Like to also see that she's so grounded and just wants to like provide and serve.
Right.
Um, the latest news from San Francisco Date article last week, you know how this happens to me.
Yep.
Every story, there's some like I have no idea that there's new news, and then I'm like, oh shit, there's new news. Um, it's the universe always aligns them for me when there's new news.
We love it.
So from this article last week, she is partnering with Dior to launch
Oh.
Monsieur Dior by Dominique Crenn, which will have its own standalone entrance on the iconic high-end shopping street Rodeo Drive this fall. The restaurant is planned for the third floor of Dior's massive new Beverly Hills flagship and will be her first business venture in the LA market.
I love
So
this.
she's worked with Dior before at like she has like a cafe or something like that in Texas with them,
Okay.
but this LA one is going to be full blown like fine dining restaurant. Um so she wrote a book called Rebel Chef in Search of What Matters. She's part of that masterclass series that you can like, sign up for and like experts tell you like how to do stuff. She was on Chef's Table, Iron Chef, many other TV shows. She was the chief technical consultant on the movie The Menu that just came out a couple years ago.
God, I love that movie. Have you seen it?
Hmm.
It's so good.
I watched it on a plane, actually.
Oh, oh wow, really?
Yeah.
I couldn't contain my when I was watching it, so
I think I rewatched it when I got home because I kept like nodding off, but I definitely watched it because there's a lot of, twists and turns. You didn't know
it,
who was gonna die next.
it's a freaking good one.
Um, but they had very precise dishes in that movie.
Yes.
So apparently, yeah, she was the chief technical consultant.
I mean, that checks out then because that was like a well done movie.
Mm-hmm. So that's everything I have on her. I mean, she's obviously thriving and
Living her best life and
still
enjoying it.
going. And
Enjoying
yeah,
it.
she's got to be like, what, close to 60 now? Because she was born in what, 65?
Yeah.
Yeah, 65.
All right.
So I got everything for you today from guide.michelin.com, yahoo.com, Wikipedia, dominiquecrenn.com, ateliercrenn.com, thetalks.com, sfgate.com, jamesbeard.org, chefsforimpact.org, and cnn.com.
Oh, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
That was a good story.
Oh, thanks.
I
I
love
filled
those
it in
ones.
with some extra trivia, so now people know how a Michelin star and a James Beard Award
I mean,
happened.
you're creating context and industry context. So I appreciated it personally.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember learning that the Michelin star system was connected to the Michelin Man, like Michelin tires. I think
Mm-hmm.
when I was getting my bachelor's in marketing. That's why I'm like, I
Yeah.
was aware of the story, but I was not aware that what each star meant as far as like a stop, a detour,
Right.
a
I knew it.
journey.
That's one of those things where I know and then I don't know. And then I know and then I don't
Right,
know.
right, right, right.
But it's also, okay, so something similar. that's wildly connected. Waffle House, they have a crack team of weather people who help inform National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association on what's happening in weather. So the government will, on occasion, peruse the Waffle House's weather people's whatever they say about crazy weather and will sometimes make decisions based on the Waffle House's weather people. Like the Waffle House won't close if there's a hurricane coming unless the Waffle House people say it's time to close.
Interesting.
Uh-huh. It's crazy. Look it up. It's so weird.
I've never heard this.
I know. I know. Every time I bring it up, somebody's like, what are you talking about? And then I look it up and I send them the link. They're like, what the fuck is this? They have to have balance somewhere. Can't just be chaos across the board. You have to give back to society at some other way.
Oh my gosh.
Waffles and, great chicken isn't not going to stop them. So, proud of you. Thank you. Thanks for sharing.
You're
You ready
welcome.
for those Atta girls?
Yep. So Atta girls are where we pat ourselves on the back for something good that we did or something good that's happened to us.
Yeah.
So as I don't know why I'm getting this like spring cleaning bug in the fall, but recently I had gone through, all of my paperwork and like shredded a bunch of stuff, filed it, etc. I've now like I've gotten the organizational bite. Right. Yes. I got bit by the organizational bug.
You're not alone.
And
I think I'm also in that same. I think fall is the time to clear out so that you can sit with the things you have over winter. That's where my head is at all the time. So I do a fall and spring cleaning.
Well, so what I did over the weekend was prompted by the fact that I have to actually go into an office on a regular basis for 3 days out of a week, and I need to
Yay.
actually find out if I have anything that will fit on my body.
I'm excited.
The answers are no.
We're gonna fix this.
So, however, I do feel lighter. Got rid of a lot of stuff. But also everything is organized. I mean, I seriously am not over exaggerating when I say that I had clothes in 5 closets.
Yeah, well, you can do that. I had clothes in
But it was
3
like
closets.
bits, like it didn't make any sense.
Yeah, well, you had to do what you had to do. You addressed it. You got to it.
So,
Be nice to my
yes.
friend. She's doing her best.
Yeah. So pat on the back to me.
Yeah.
Because I actually tried this shit on.
I am impressed because I would have like, no, we're not doing that. No, bye, goodbye.
How would I know if it looked good or if it fits still? It's been 5 years since I've had to wear office wear.
I did after I decided I was just going to go down that uniform path that I'm on now after we had to go back to work because I considered like, okay, what kind of professional gear do I have? How out of date is it? Am I going to look dated? And the answer was yes, very. And so I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I don't need business until somebody tells me dress business casual. I'm about to do my own thing. And it's worked out really well for me, but I'm in a unique instance where I can do that. You do not have that luxury.
No.
So we just need to get you updated clothing anyway. Like trends are trending. So we'll just get you something that's got like, removable shoulder pads. So for when those go out of style again, you can take them out.
But yeah, I actually am in my office, and in my office I have a 2-bar adjustable clothing rack that has just tops, like work tops and sweaters and stuff.
Literally half the
And
battle.
yes, and then in my bedroom that's not like going to be my permanent bedroom, I have the basics, camisoles, t-shirts, things that you wear under the dress clothes. The 2 pair of pants that will work.
The foundation.
So, um, anything that's summery or that is like dresses or rompers or anything like that, all of that's upstairs. So now I don't have to do the whole like running up and down the stairs to put an outfit together when I have somewhere I gotta be.
Smart. Thinking with your brain. Proud of you.
Yeah. Well, it's the combination of trying to be strategic but also desperate.
Yeah.
Desperation has set in.
When I say I get it, like I I look in my closet for things to wear that are not work related, that are not house lounge related, like fancy-ish events, and I still go to the things that I knew worked in the past. But then I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, oh no, you're doing it. You're too old to be doing that. Like, take that off. But then I put it right back. I don't get
Mm.
rid of it. I put it back.
You don't have the bag in the closet?
No, I just put it back.
Oh, see, if I don't like if I wear something and it bothers me, I don't even put it in the wash. I put it in the bag in my closet. If it doesn't come back out over the course of like a month, it's gone. So,
I don't have that tenacity. Like I said, I have hope sometimes.
is that tenacity? I don't know. I feel like that's a very like streamlined just system of,
Different lens. Yeah.
you know, out with the old, only have things that bring you joy.
That's the thing. I've recognized that stuff that I have around me is how I remember shit, events, stuff like that. So
Mm.
for me, every time I look at a piece of clothing, I remember all the things I did with it. And a lot of those clothes I used to wear with you. I think about all that crazy shit we used to do. I'm like, oh, memories. Oh, I remember that shit. Oh,
Oh, really? Yeah. See,
that memory.
I'm like, oh, memory, bye.
Yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
care.
I know, but sometimes these things are like the keys to accessing locked up shit that I'm like, I went through that. But at a girl.
Thank you.
Proud
Thank
of you.
you.
Proud of you.
Because yeah, it took me a lot longer than I thought it would. I guess it was the trying on part, but it was also the coming to terms part. It's the okay, well, I guess I'm not a size 6 anymore. Will I be a size 6 anytime soon? Unlikely. If I get down to a size 6 again, will I still want these? Mm, unlikely. Like having to do that for like every piece of clothing.
Yeah, I don't have that kind of patience, like at all, at all. I'm impressed. I am. 'Cause when I have something to do, I'm like, no, I don't have any time to think about that. I need to get through this right now.
Mm.
I'll deal with that later. That's where my head's at usually.
No, mine was well thought out because if I would have operated in your way, I'd have nothing.
Yeah. Well,
I'd be looking at blank clothing bars.
or no, you'd be looking at full clothing bars that no, but nothing fits you.
No-
Or it's outdated. It's not a good look. All of that stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I did go through though and was like, holy shit, how long have I had this? Like there was some stuff that didn't look like dated, like it was timeless, but I was like, I've had this a long time.
Long, long time.
Long time.
Hmm.
So, what's your at a girl?
Well, I finally took my little motorcycle out for a little tootaloo around the world. Not the world, but you know what I'm saying. The public spaces. And it was so fun. I had so much fun. And I completely get it. I get it. I get it. I love it. And I don't think it's ever going to go away. It's going to be something that's a part of my life forever and always now. I really like it.
You're tootling around on your motorcycle?
Yeah. it's so fun and freeing. And yes, you have to make sure that other people see you and are paying attention, but they're not, again, they're not. You know,
Mm-hmm.
I watched several things go down when I was on it, and I was like, "Oh God, like how are you making it home every day safe in that thing? I don't get it. Do you drive often, ma'am? Like maybe you shouldn't." It's curious and little scary, but I could have driven it, taken a ride out to my dentist today if I wanted to, and I chose not to for a multitude of reasons. One being it's rush hour and I just don't trust
I was like,
people.
rush hour and construction on your little motorbike?
Well, there's side roads, I took, and that would have been just fine. I would have been fine if I wanted to ride it. But just like that notion of, you know, rush hour, the construction, like you're saying, on top of it, the fact that everybody is just trying to get home or just not paying attention,
Mm-hmm.
it was enough. Those were enough reasons for me to just hesitate and not do it. And, even my fiance, somebody he's been riding bikes for over 20 years. Those are things that he considers still on occasion when
Oh
he's
yeah,
getting
I'm
ready to
sure.
ride. It's like
I'm
it's
sure.
never something that you get comfortable with. It seems that you are always going to be like,
Well, you're very exposed.
yes. And maybe
So,
the comfort level is there because of the Jeeps, like having Jeeps with no doors all summer long or whatever. Maybe that is it. I don't know, but I freaking love it. I have so much fun. I love it. I love it.
well, good. I'm glad that you have something that's bringing you joy.
So much. Like all I want to do is do that now. I go ride around. I'd take that with me. I have no storage. I would have to wear a backpack everywhere I went. I have no way of looking at my phone for directions, so I'd have to be really sure on my path. I don't feel super comfortable wearing headphones because you can't hear things around you, even if they are transparent because of all the noise. So that's something, like when you're able to hear directions. So there's a lot of things. It's different, but I still love it. None of it's bad. It's so fun.
Yeah. I'm glad you're enjoying it, that you're having fun in this Indian summer.
I am too. Full circle. Boom.
If you guys liked what you heard today, please rate, review, subscribe. You can request a Hoe of History by emailing us at homancepodcast@gmail.com or sending us a DM or commenting on our Instagram at homance_chronicles.
The Homance is out.